Hi, I'm Alex Popham. I'm the 4-H agent here in Breckinridge County, and this is our second video for our 4-H Science, Engineering, and Technology weeks, where we'll be sharing different 4-H activities on a variety of set topics. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at the Extension office, but we'll get started today. We're going to be focusing on the cell, and I have a couple models here. This is a model of a human cell or an animal cell. And if we look inside, we see lots of different structures. So we see the selectively permeable membrane that surrounds the cell and limits what gets to come in and out of the cell. And then the most striking feature that we talked about last video was the nucleus, where all the DNA is. And those are the instructions for telling the cell what to do and allow all those processes to happen. Everything else in the cell is surrounded by this liquid material that we refer to as cytoplasm. It gives the cell structure and it holds those inner structures, those organelles, in place. Now when it comes to organelles, there's quite a variety, so I'll just start up here with the mitochondria and work my way around. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It provides all the energy so the cell can function and carry out all the processes that it needs to. Over here we have the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or rough ER. There's also a smooth ER down here in the bottom of the model, but the endoplasmic reticulums are responsible for transporting. They're kind of like the transport system, moving things around the cell. And they work very closely with the Golgi apparatus, which packages things and gets them sent out of the cell. So the Golgi and the ERs work very close together. Over here we have the lysosome, which is an organelle that's a very hot topic right now because it's responsible for breaking down things in the cell and cleaning up the cell and even destroying bacteria and viruses that might get inside of our animal cells. There are vacuoles that are part of the transportation system and moving and storing things. And then the last structure I'll point out are two more. We have the centrioles here, which we'll talk more about when we talk about cell division and mitosis, but they play a big role in mitosis. And then the last organelle is actually these ribosomes, which create proteins. So very important. Now I'm going to hold on to this animal cell and I'm going to grab our plant cell model, and you can see that there are some striking differences. So if you take a moment to compare the animal cell with our plant cell, you'll see that the plant cell has three major differences. One, a plant cell usually has a really big vacuole found in it. Two, there's this special organelle called the chloroplast, which plays a role in photosynthesis. And then lastly, outside of that cellular membrane, plant cells actually have a cell wall, and it creates a more rigid structure and protection for our plant cells. So those are the models, just talking briefly about the structure and function of all those organelles. And now we're going to do one of the activities out of the 4-H Biotechnology curriculum that's very tasty and very yummy. And it is actually a cellular pizza. So we're gonna start off over here, and we are representing a cell membrane with a yummy tortilla, and then I'm gonna build upon our cell. So we'll start out with that semi-permeable cell membrane that's limiting what comes in and out of the cell. And then we're gonna add some pizza sauce, which is representing our cytoplasm, that liquid that provides structure and holds all those organelles in place. Next, our nucleus, very important, it holds all that DNA. We're gonna represent it with a beautiful piece of spinach. Our mitochondria, I've just sliced some tomatoes in half, some fresh tomatoes. We're gonna place those powerhouses of the cell all around, like so. Next are the ribosomes that create proteins, and I just have some Italian seasoning, and we're gonna sprinkle that around because those ribosomes are found all over the cell. Okay. And then next we need our transport system that's going to not only move things within the cell like our endoplasmic reticulum does, but also package and move things out of the cell, which our Golgi apparatus does. So we're going to represent those with two different kinds of cheeses. So I have some sharp cheddar, and I have some yummy feta, which to me kind of looks like a package anyway, so we're going to add a few of those. All right. And then finally, we definitely need some lysosomes to help break anything down, like bacteria or viruses that might invade the cell. And if you're like me and you love garlicky pizza, I'm just gonna add a little bit of garlic here and there, some minced garlic into our pizza. Get some good, nice garlic breath. And with that, you have an edible and very tasty, yummy cellular pizza. And you'll just pop this into the oven for a few minutes and let it crisp up, and it's nice, healthy, quick, easy recipe while you're also learning about science. So try it out and post your photos below. I like to see you guys trying it and sharing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.